Yeah, it's so good, man. I love it.
Yeah. You know, Music and Words Unite is only possible because of viewers and supporters like you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Mark cry. Welcome to another episode of Music and Words Unite. I am your co-host Troy, and with me I'm my friend and co-host Mark. How you doing, Mark?
Hola.
And today I am in my basement, which I'm renovating. If it looks a little messy, apologies. I'll get a new setup soon. But the point is, though, we are doing a track-by-track album review of this lovely album, Opus Eponymous by Ghost. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Mark and I are big music nerds. We love talking about music, sharing music with the community, and learning from you all. And this is one where Mark is discovering Ghost, the discography of Ghost, and he's listened to every Ghost album. And this is the only one we haven't done yet an episode on, and he recently listened to it. So, so what we do is we take notes, we go listen to the song, especially if it's the first time of the person, and we listen to it multiple times because we find that first-time reactions, you can't really deep dive into it. So we try to deep dive. And now we're going to do a little bit of a reaction, but like a track-by-track review, analysis, deep dive, and like a podcast about the whole album. And that's what you're about to experience. So if you want to hang on, appreciate it, and maybe you'll have fun. So yeah, Mark, this is the debut album from the band Ghost, one of my all-time favorite bands, as you know. And I just happen to have this. This is an original pressing right here from 2010 from the UK pressing, because the record label was from the UK. So this is like the original of the original runs here. So this is a pretty cool one for me to have. I'm happy about that. So yeah, Mark, how familiar are you with this album before, preparing for this episode?
Actually, decently.
Okay.
This is the only real Ghost album I listened to like in its entirety, besides just like, random tracks here and there.
Okay.
Because I heard Ritual like right around when this album came out, and then I listened to the whole album, and then I kind of just like didn't listen to Ghost after that for some reason.
Okay.
Because I like the album a lot. I don't know why I didn't.
Okay.
But yeah, it's been a long time since I listened to this album before, but obviously recently for this video I listened to this album like 5 times. So
you know what would be cool, Mark, because Mark and I when Skeleton first came out, we did an album review of that, and we pretty much worked backwards. And so Mark has listened for the first time on our channel to all these albums, and this is the only one which wasn't a true first time for him. So I think it would be. So Mark and I are going to Mark's first Ritual, his first Ghost concert at the end of January. So you know what we should do, Mark? Maybe it would be good right before that, if you give if you want, you don't have to. If you give Skeleton one more listen, and we can do okay, now that we've gone through all these albums, we do like a mini review, like a 10-minute episode on it, right? Because I've heard it so many times since the first time we did that episode, I kind of have different opinions on it. So that would kind of do a show prep, because a lot of Skeleton, I'm sure. But for you, Mark, this has to be interesting, going backwards in the catalog, coming all the way back to this, starting with Skeleton, going backwards. I'm really curious to hear your opinion about these songs. And yeah, why don't we get to it? And also, this is the only opportunity I probably had to break this out. This is an original, Mark, original Ghost Opus Eponymous. Look at this hoodie from back in the day, man. This is I think I bought this one in 2012. And
that's a relic. You can't wear that. Yeah, that's a relic.
And this is a 2X. I don't fit it anymore, but I used to be 2X. But yeah, so I have this here. So I just wanted to break that out. All right. So Mark, let's get the first track is just a little intro. It's a backwards kind of a church hymn. So check that out, on your own time. But we're gonna play a clip from the first song, which is Clavi Con Dio. All right, here we go. that organ, Mark. I thought you might like that organ.
Love that organ. Love that organ.
It's just like one note, one chord. All right. So that was a clip from Clavi Con Dio. Would you, since Mark, he's new to this, pretty new, meaning he has heard it before, but it's been a long time, so he's getting back into the band. Mark, what'd you think about this song?
I mean, instrumental aside, this is the true opener to the album.
Yeah.
The first time I listened to this album, I was like pretty hooked from the beginning. I was like, damn, this is like, because it really reminds me of like old school, like hard psychedelic rock, really. Because I think this album is pretty psychedelic. I know a lot of people call it heavy metal, like it is, but like it isn't though. It's not. I don't really consider this like a metal album. I think it's more of like a rock album.
Yeah.
Songs like this are kind of like metal-ish with like the riffs, but I don't know. I consider it more rock than anything. Yeah, like if you didn't, I was gonna say I love the organ on this song. There's a couple songs on here with organ, great.
Right.
Always a good addition. Yeah, this song is great, man. It's got a great riff, like the. It reminds me of something, and I can't think of what it is right now, but I'll try to remember. But I've definitely heard
Uriah Heep, Easy Living.
I could see that, yeah.
I don't know.
Got easy living, don't be forget. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's definitely one of them for sure.
Okay, all right.
I feel like it's like an Iron Maiden song, maybe. I don't know. I'll try to think of it, but yeah, man, great start to the album. I love this song. I like I told you I really like this album a lot. This is like the only Ghost album I'm super familiar with at this point. But yeah, man, this is a great track. It's really good. And I don't even really know what even more to say, honestly.
Okay, all right. Yeah. For me, Mark, this track is so interesting. This is really what I love about this is really Ghost's like mission statement, This is like this is the first Ghost song you hear on the first album, and you're like, what the hell is this? Like, it's got this, dude, it's in a 3/4 time signature. It's like a waltz, a real fast waltz. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. It's like, what kind of metal group is doing like waltz music? And and then like with this really dark organ, right? And the guitar tone is very garage rock almost, It's very like not super produced, you know what I mean? Intentionally, it kind of sounds like this underground. I think Tobias wanted this to be like, his vision, I think, was, you wanted this to be like this kind of forgotten band that you found in the attic from the 1970s. Yeah. That was this kind of cult, like underground rock band, you know what I mean? And you put this record on and you're like, what's this? Because there's a lot of 70s influence, as you mentioned, psychedelic rock, some 60s styles, kind of swings and melodies, mixed with that 70s Black Sabbath, and then you have some of the early 80s metal influence. So yeah, I think this is just when they play this live, this is one of the most played songs live, actually, till this day. They play the song most of the time when you go see them, they play this song still. It goes over very well live. So yeah, it's even the newer young kids who might not know as much about this album, Tobias usually brings the song out for them. So yeah, this is a banger. And lyrically, it's literally like the thesis for the band, for the whole story of the band, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
I was translating some of the lyrics as you said that. I mean,
yeah. Go ahead.
He's saying "Siamo con il nostro Dio oscuro," which is "We are with our dark god." Just chanting that at the end.
All right.
So yeah, this is like the beginning of like the whole like Ghost timeline, basically. So.
Yeah. Yeah, and the Latin refrain, it translates to "We are with nails, we are with God, we are with our dark god." And the title plays on conclave, which is a papal,
yeah, either one, yeah.
Meeting, while literally meaning with nails with God. So yeah, so this is pretty much the first song. It's not cutting, pulling any punches. This is what the band sounds like, pretty much, So I really like, and what we talk about, and at least on this album and in future albums. So All right. That's the first track. The second track is Ritual. So I'll play a clip from that. There's that organ again, man. Suspended chord. No, I gotta play the bridge at least. Oh man, this song is too good. Anyway, what do you think about this song, Mark?
What do I think about this song?
Yeah.
I mean, to this day, this is still one of my favorite overall Ghost songs. I mean, it's a perfect like rock song. I mean, all right, I got a little story. So I got a buddy when we were younger. When I was listening to this album, I was like, "Oh, do you like that band Ghost? Like I feel like they'd be right up your alley." Because he was like, he's really into like prog, and he's into like old like rock from like the 70s and like metal and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, yeah, it sounds great, but I read the lyrics and I like had to shut it off immediately. And I was like, why? And he's like, did you read the lyrics? And I was like, oh, actually I didn't. And I went and read them, and I was like, oh, all right, yeah, I mean, I could kind of get that, but like, come on, man, like stop listening to it because of that. I don't know, you know, that's a different story for a different day. But this is like very much like an ABBA song. Like it sounds like pretty, you know, it doesn't really sound upbeat, but
right,
it sounds happier. But you read the lyrics and you're like, dear Lord.
Yeah, that's the Ghost and ABBA special.
It is.
Yeah.
This chapel of ritual smells of dead human sacrifices from the altar.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, that's classic Ghost.
The procreation part is my favorite, where he says,
on this night of ritual, invoking our master to procreate the unholy bastard.
So it's not only is a human sacrifice, but there's some, you know, love making going on to bring upon the Antichrist. That's what this song is.
I personally love the reverse Lord's Prayer. Our Father who art in hell, unhallowed be thy name.
Yeah.
Cursed be the sons and daughters of thy nemesis who hard to blame. Thy kingdom come, Nema.
Yeah, which is of course amen backwards. But
of course.
But what's funny about that is people who take this stuff seriously, like you guys never, honestly, people, if you take this seriously, you've never watched 70s horror films like The Omen, right? Anything like that. I mean, you know, that's what this stuff is. It's just entertainment theatrical storytelling of like horror themes. You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah, it's
fun. It's
just
funny. The music is upbeat. It's super catchy. It's super well written. The lyrics are entertaining. You know. Now later in Ghost's career, like they start getting more serious about the lyrics and more personal stuff coming in and mixed with this stuff. But this first album is just full of, you know, theatrical fun stuff. You know what I mean? If you like horror films, so yeah, if you like that, then you'll like this. And we just did an album review for Rain and Blood. Check out that if it's out by the time this comes out.
mhm.
And it reminds me a bit of that lyrically. Like, you know, there's some lyrics like that. What was it? Altar of Sacrifice? Is that what the song's called?
Yeah, altar of sacrifice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the same subject matter.
yeah.
Basically, you know what I mean? It's
Uh-huh.
the same exact subject matter. So, like, Tobias took these kind of death metal 80s themes and just changed the music, but took the same themes, you know what I mean? And a lot of this stuff. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, this is a classic. I can't not, though, play a quick clip from the very first ever Ghost show so you can see where they came from, what they first looked like, what they sounded like on a camera, I guess. I mean, no one knew who they were, probably, really.
I mean, look at how small the crowd is.
I know. I mean, sounds good. First show, it sounds good.
Yeah.
So, and Mark, I thought you would appreciate this Ritual, live, Ghost Ritual live. Have you ever seen the Old Man Satan one? I'll show you a clip from that.
Yeah, you showed me this, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
The way this is mixed on this recording live is really good. Listen to when it kicks in. You'll appreciate it. Anyway, yeah, this is a good. There's more than Ritual on. There's other songs they do. They do Year Zero. They do a bunch of other tunes by there. But yeah. But anyway, glad you like this song, Mark. This is obviously a highlight of the album. Ghost has played this song live 10 billion times. You know, they play almost every show. You know,
It's classic. Oh yeah.
yeah, it's definitely a classic. We should say, Mark, that this album was pretty much, for the most part, according to what I've found online, written by Tobias Forge, for the most part, like every song. And in fact, he played most of the instruments too on every song. There's a couple songs, I think, where somebody else played bass, potentially, and of course, he didn't play the drums on it. But yeah, as we know, Ghost is largely it's not a one-man show, but it's one man's vision, and he does most of the stuff for the band. So it's kind of cool to have that. The next track is Elizabeth, or Elizabeth, depending on how you want to say it. Okay, so here we go.
Underneath the moonlight of Bulgarian skies, buried in the blood-drenched earth,
That's about half the song. All right, Mark. So that was about half the song of Elizabeth. What do you think about this one?
Great song, man. Speaking of Merciful Fate and King Diamond, very Merciful Fate-esque song, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this song is great too. The it's just, talking about Elizabeth Bathory, which, every metal band like dreams about, because it's this medieval countess who bathes in blood. It's perfect. Like,
Right.
there's been so many songs about Elizabeth Bathory. It's insane.
Right.
Yeah, it's great though. Great subject matter. The organ again, awesome on this song. That chorus is super catchy. Um, You're still alive, Elizabeth. I just read the lyric, or Elizabeth, however.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Like he pronounces it Elizabeth. Like,
Right.
you say Eliza if that's his person. You don't say Eliza.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, great song. Do they play this one live a lot?
They used
Or
to,
no?
but no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Their catalog's too big at this point, I think.
They drop this stuff in once in a while, though. He does mix up the set list, like rotate them. These old songs, so like pull ones out and drop it. The thing is, that a lot of the younger audience now, that's like Skeleton people that I've discovered them recently. This stuff is so different than that when they play this stuff live, like Elizabeth, half the crowd's gonna be like, "What's going on?" You know what I mean?
What is this? Yeah.
And that's okay, because he just does, like, he gives you one or two of these per show, so it's not like, but he does try to satisfy the old school fans, so I appreciate that.
Well, they went from being like a late 60s, 70s like psychedelic metal rock band to, like, on Skeleton now it's kind of like, it's way more 80s now, like more synth dressed,
Right.
Like you take a song like Lacrima, I mean, that song's like super 80s sounding. Which is great. I love that. I love that. But this is just this is a lot different than that. So, yeah, I mean, this song's great. I love every song on this album. So, and it's really has a really good flow. This album, I think.
Yeah.
Each song has a good transition to each other. Yeah. And I believe I read that this is the first single on the album.
Yeah, first single. Yep.
Yeah.
I don't even want to look at how much that's final costs right now. If you wanted to buy it.
Oh, you want me to? I kind of want to look, actually.
Okay.
The single, you mean?
Yeah. I'll edit this. Let's go look at it real quick.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Troy, if you want it could be yours for the low price of $2,600.
I told you it was going to be expensive.
Jesus Christ! I was thinking like maybe like 500 to 1,000. Not Jesus, dude.
$2,600.
Wow. I mean, these are all near mint too.
I found this one. Hold on, I'll show it on the stream, on the recording. 2010, right? 2,600. This is the one you found.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, $2,600 near mint.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's
I'm
what
guessing
I said.
I'm guessing they barely pressed any of them.
Yeah, it's probably super limited. Yeah, I'm curious now. I just have to see how many press. Let's say 100 copies.
There you go.
First Ghost single, a super popular band.
Dude,
now.
it's
100 copies.
It's more expensive than the Ghost, like the what's it called, the demo, the cassette.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
There's a Ghost cassette on here for sale right now. It's $1,588. So ridiculous.
All right, so that shows you how popular Ghost has become.
Yeah,
So,
really.
how do you do
Holy
it?
shit.
People want this stuff so much that they're like, jack the price up. If you want to buy it.
Not expecting that.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was the first single, Elizabeth, however you want to say it. Okay. For me, Mark, this is just a classic. You know what I mean? This is a classic. The first single, Merciful Fate influence. Man, it's got that 60s style chorus, the harmonies are so great in it. It's got that middle section where it's like, it's got the 80s, early 80s metal vocals kind of stuff going on. It's got it all. So the next one, Mark, is actually the first riff Tobias ever wrote for Ghost. In fact, before Ghost was a thing, this was the riff that inspired him to make Ghost. So we're gonna
What?
play.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yep,
dun, dun.
this is
All right.
it. Yep.
The devil's power is the greatest one. When his inner soul is shown the sun. A temptress smitten by the blackest force. A vicar bitten blind in intercourse. The witch hammer struck her down. Oh, now a savage, she's unbound. 'Tis the night of the witch. 'Tis the night of the witch tonight. And the vengeance is hers for as long as she stands by him. 'Tis the night of the witch.
I love the bass line of this one.
Witch tonight. And the vengeance is hers for as long as she stands by him.
Love this right here.
Bop, 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 bop. I gotta play the whole song again. The whole song is so good.
I know it is.
I want to play the very end. It's very like Blue Oyster Cult, like. It sounds like I don't know. It sounds like kind of ends on a major chord there, which is kind of funny. But anyway, Mark,
Yeah.
what did you think about this one?
Yeah, it's another just absolute banger, man. I mean, just listen to it. Like, come on, man. I really do like this album a lot, man. It was so great to listen to it again after so long.
Yeah,
Cause like I listen to albums and like I don't hear them for a long time, and I go back to them and I'm just like, man, why haven't I listened to this in like, forever, however long? And it's just like, you know what the short answer is just there's too much damn music, Just get sidetracked with so much other music. It sucks. It doesn't suck, but it sucks because I forget about stuff. And
right.
eventually I go back and I'm just like, hell yeah. Yeah, but this song is super loaded, man.
Yeah.
It's got super catchy chorus. It's got that awesome little bridge. It's got that slow part in the middle. Dun, 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 dun. It's got, of course, the organ again. It's just super satanic lyrics. And like the parallels, I never really put this together until like kind of right now, but the parallels between Tobias, what is it, Papa Emeritus on this?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the first,
and King Diamond are like very apparent.
I see.
A lot of these songs are very similar to like King Diamond / Merciful Fate. The face painting, obviously, the Scandinavian origin. I just,
Right.
like it's great. I obviously he's a big fan, and it's, these songs are very reminiscent of like that time, which is awesome. And like I said, like this is like another like kind of psychedelic 70s rock song, and it's just awesome. Like this is definitely a top tier song on the album for me. I love this song.
All right, awesome. Yeah, for me, man, this is like one of the best songs on the record, in my opinion.
Agreed.
It's a Ghost classic. When I first started seeing Ghost back on the Infinitesimal tour, they would play this song, and it's one you look forward to. because it's got so, like as you said, all the sections are just one after another. Like they're all good. It changes a lot. It's kind of in a weird way a little bit progressive with a lot of changes to it. It's just short tune, 4 minute song, but yeah, I mean the chorus is so freaking catchy, man. With the background harmonies going on and the chord progression, it's classic Tobias chord progression, harmony, pop chorus, mixed with some awesome, cool, really kind of simple but awesome metal riffs, like kind of evil sounding, but like not too evil. Where it's perfect blend of metal and pop music, but of this style of metal. Because on the later albums, it became more like '80s metal and arena rock and that kind of stuff. So for this era of Ghost, this is a standout track, I would say. Yeah, lyrics are interesting because they're kind of talking about a woman being condemned as a witch, and maybe being put to death. You had these witch trials, the European witch trials, and the Sabbath, referring to witches' midnight gatherings, right? And I think it's like "Stand by Him," obviously talking about the devil. So it's another song, a satanic song, but yeah.
There's
Sorry.
also I didn't even say this when I was talking about it. There's a Merciful Fate song called "Come to the Sabbath," which is also about
There you go.
the Salem witch trials. So yeah,
There
I
you
mean,
go.
a lot of parallels here that I never really noticed.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's "Stand by Him." Great tune. The next song is, well, if you didn't know the band was satanic before, for some reason, here you go. The song's called "Satan Prayer." And by the way, Mark, they pulled this song out on this last tour when I saw them. They pulled it out of the vaults. They played it.
You were
And,
probably like you and like five other people were probably like, yeah.
5 guys about my age or older, yes. Yeah. Or into it, yeah. All right, so let's see what that sounds like.
Believing
This part's so sick.
Satan Almighty, the uncreator of heaven and soil, and the invisible and the visible. And in your Son begotten, the Father, by whom all things will be unmade.
I'm going to skip a little bit.
And Holy Ghost, overlord and taker of life, hear us to prayer, our anti-missy creed.
Now,
Hear us to prayer.
there's an episode we did, Mark, of the Stranglers, and there was a song on that where there's like a synth line that comes over top, and I said, oh, it reminds me a lot of the end of Satan Prayer, and this is the part I was
Hear us to
coming up.
prayer for the coming of seed. Hear us to prayer, our anti-missy creed.
That synth line.
Hear us to
I think I remember that actually.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was some clips from Satan Prayer. So it's literally a prayer. That's just what the song is. So Mark, what'd you think about this one?
Yeah, reading this too. This is very similar to, well, not similar, just in the way he wrote it. But what was the track we just listened to? What was it? Oh, from Ritual when he's doing the Lord's Prayer and he
Yeah,
changes it all to satanic.
yeah,
Yeah, he does this with the Nicene Creed, which I've actually never heard of before. It's the earliest devotion of faith in Christianity
yeah.
from 325 AD, which is that's crazy. Um, but but he changes it obviously. It's a
Right.
Hear Our Satan Prayer, our anti-Nicene Creed.
It's so like on the nose too. It's not even subtle. It's just like, yeah, here you go.
Yeah, it's just like tongue in cheek and
Right, right.
like there's this one person said from Pop Mats in 2015. It says the lyrics were blatantly satanic without being silly, and I
Right.
agree. Um, yeah, but other than like the overtly satanic lyrics, the song's also great. Super catchy. It's got that really like melodic guitar solo in the middle that I love. Um, Even this part when he's doing like the chanting is like very hypnotic
Yep.
and like the
Yep.
organ kicks in like you said, and it's just like just great harmony, and it's just the song has a great melody too. I just like this and Stand By Him are just like two great tracks that I like a lot. I like every song on this album, so it's hard to pick favorites here, but this song is definitely another contender for me. Hopefully, hopefully they play at least one song off of this album when we see them. I'm hoping.
They probably will. They always do play one at least. Sometimes
Yeah,
they play two.
even if it's Ritual, that's fine. Like I would be
Okay.
totally fine with that.
Okay. Yeah. So, okay. So for me, Mark, this song is really good live, even if people don't know it. Like, because I know it and I'm just jamming out. And at the end, they kind of do this extended section live that they don't do on the album, which is really cool. They do like a whole breakdown and they go to like this organ and keyboard part and they start building and he's like chanting this and he wants the crowd to sing it. And back in the day, the crowd always knew these lyrics. So everyone would sing this together like it was a prayer. But now, the young kids, they don't know it, a lot of them. So they even have the words up now at the show on the big screen. They give you the words. They say, these are the words, please sing. And still people are singing. I'm like, oh man, he's probably like, what can I do? But anyway, yeah, I mean, this song it's like a disco tune almost. It's got this disco beat in the chorus, right? And then in the verse, it's got this sick bass groove that's a breakdown, like a halftime feel. I mean, and yes, the song is overtly talking about the devil, but this song also, like many other Ghost songs, especially later in their career, but I actually think potentially here, there's actually a quote from Tobias that says in this year, where he says, most Ghost songs are not about Satan at all. So he says that they simply just they're reflecting on mankind's complex relationship with Satan and deities and good versus evil. They've always been about mankind's relationship with the concept of life and death, God and the divine, and presence or absence. Now, by the way, I don't fully buy that, Tobias, because your song is literally called Satan Prayer. But I do think that a lot of his music is metaphorical for other things too. So on the surface, he has this storyline where he talks about these satanic things. But a lot of times, like, for example, Pinnacle to the Pit is a perfect example of that. It's like an allegory for personal self-belief and thinking for yourself, right? And maybe song is, yeah, on the surface, it's pretty self-explanatory. But maybe what he's saying in that quote is that, maybe there's different kinds of Satanism, right? There's was it LaVeyan Satanism?
Mm-hmm. And
And
there's Satan
yeah,
worship is like kind of like that's like the actual like theistic Satanists are
theistic
like the ones,
Satanism, yeah. But like a
yeah.
lot, so I don't necessarily think he's always talking about theistic Satanism here in this stuff. I
Mm-hmm.
think he's mixing the two and kind of telling stories and stuff like that with it. Because a lot of times he's talking about self-belief and self-empowerment, which is more of the LaVeyan school of Satanism, where they don't believe in an actual Satan at all. It's a representation
Yeah.
of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you think about that, that is the opposite of Christianity. Even that, I'm not talking about theistic Satanism, because instead of believing in a God, you believe in yourself, right? So that is the opposite. So you could think about, he may not technically be talking about a theistic Satan. He will be talking about yourself, which is an interesting twist on it if you think about it. But yeah, I think so. There's actually a little more depth to it because you could be praying to yourself in this example. So anyway, you know, for self-empowerment. How about that? The next track is Death Knell.
Say, can you see the cross inverted solemnly? A symbol for the goal of a thousand young. 666, evoke the King of Hell. Strike the death knell, death knell, death knell.
Man, the organ just thing there is so cool. Oh, the breakdown. This is Mark. The way he says evil right here is so freaking catchy that this is one of my favorite parts of the whole record. This next part, this chorus. Then he does it again. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. All right, Mark. So that was half the song of Death Knell. So what'd you think about that song, Mark, when you listened to it?
I mean, you heard me singing it before we even started the episode.
Yes, that's true. It's
So
very
catchy.
catchy.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
chorus is just so catchy, man.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, it's kind of annoying to me that it has the least amount of plays of any song on Spotify. You're like, people, what are you doing here? This is a great song, man.
Right.
Yeah, this song is just great, and just like, I think some of the riffs on here are pretty Slayer inspired.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Never really realized until we did that Slayer episode how much Slayer inspiration was in this band.
Right.
Yeah, and like the 666 and then the sex. It's so good. just so clever, like, you know, like poetry basically, and yeah, I love this song too, man. Catchy. It's a lot like Stand By Him. I think it's got everything, man. It's got, you know, everything you want to listen to Ghost for is in this song. So if they played this live, I don't. They probably never played this live, did they?
They do
ever play-
sometimes. Yeah, sometimes.
Okay, if they played
yeah.
this live, I'd be super stoked. So
Yeah.
yeah. Death Knell. Yeah, it's so good, man. I love it.
Yeah. So look, they are playing it, man. They are playing stuff this tour. It's just it's hit or miss whether you're going to see it or not. You know what I mean? Basically.
Yeah, true.
So they did play Elizabeth. Satan, I did see them play Satan Prayer live. So, all right. The next song is Prime Mover.
Death Knell is the 25th most played song by them.
Okay.
25th.
The way he just sings these lyrics is so fun.
A varicose house.
Oh, you mean that line right there?
Yes, yeah. Okay. So, Mark, what'd you? That was a long clip from Prime Mover. What do you think about this song, Mark?
This song is interesting. I don't know. I like it. I don't know how I feel about it in the whole grand scheme of things. As far as the album goes,
Okay.
the lyrics are great. Obviously, like the
Right.
varicose phallus. I mean, I don't even have to say any more after that.
Right.
But it's a strange song. It's kind of like nothing else on the album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind
It
of
has
like
like
nothing else in the Ghost catalog, really.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it's an outlier, really.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of feel like the song, like, kind of just like doesn't really get going. If that makes any sense. It does have that really that cool riff at the end though.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Like
Yeah.
it's got a nice riff throughout for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know though. I don't know how I mean I like it. I just don't think it's as good as the other songs on the album, if that makes any sense.
I would agree with that. I would agree it's not as strong as the other songs, but I would also
Yeah.
say, for the longest time, this was my least favorite. Like, this was like actually one of my least favorite Ghost songs.
Mm-hmm.
But something happened where the more I heard it, the more I just started singing along to it and started feeling the rhythm, and now I really like it. So for me, like, yeah, is it as strong as Death Knell? No, but is it good? I do think it has over the years gone up in rank from me, and live it goes over very well. They still play it live sometimes. They pull it out. So
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's good. It's just
Yeah.
I think the other songs are just better. Personally.
yeah, and and this is actually one of the 3 songs on the original demo. There
Oh,
was
okay.
Ritual, Stand By Him, I think, or Death Knell. Was it Death Knell, Prime Mover, and either Ritual? I can't remember, but it was 3 songs, and I think this is one of them. Yeah. So this is one of the earliest Ghost songs, basically, that he wrote. So yeah, I think this is it's a good song. You know, it's probably my least favorite on the album, but again, it's really grown on me over the years. I really like it. So the last song on the album is Genesis, which is an instrumental.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love this intro, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. skip a little bit. All right, Mark. What did you think about the last song on the album, Genesis?
Trey, you may not believe this, but this is actually one of my favorite songs of the album.
I believe it. It's an incredible song, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's up there with the greats like you know, like the Sabbath instrumentals, like Call of Cthulhu and Orion. That's exactly what it reminds me of.
Okay.
It's also very progressive, which I absolutely love.
Right.
And like that, you know, once it gets to like around the 3 minute mark when the synths really kick in, man, it's so good. And then you got that acoustic guitar outro. It's just like, I don't know. Like I've said this before in many videos. Like I'm a big fan of like atmospheric music and like you know like ambient music.
Yep.
And especially instrumental music. I love instrumental music. Like one of my favorite bands of all time is Tangerine Dream, and it's just like an instrumental band.
Right.
Like very electronic, but this song is amazing. This is probably the track I've listened to the most on the album.
Wow. Okay.
I know when I was listening to this in my car tonight, I replayed this like 5 or 6 times in a row.
Okay. All right.
I don't know. It's like so simple, but it's just so. I don't know. It's just something about it I just love. And I think it's an amazing ending to the album. How it's like bookends with the instrumentals, and I know this sets up the next album as like the genesis of like the Antichrist with
Right.
Infinitesimum. I know like in the whole scheme of things, and I think it's a great album closer. And it's just I love it. I can't tell you how much I love it. I listened to it 6 times in a row. So
Hell yeah. And it kind of ends like almost like a triumphant, hopeful, triumphant sound, you know? It's almost like, you know, you're at like a boss battle, you know, and you're defeating this boss, and then it ends with this nice acoustic, beautiful thing. And if you think about what Prime Mover, the song is talking about, is the birth, someone carrying the Antichrist in their belly. And the next song is about like the coming of the birth of that. So this is like the bridge, like this happy bridge to get to it. It's so funny. But yeah, this is a classic, Mark. I mean, this is a classic. This is an incredible song. This is a crank it song. You know what I mean?
Unfortunately, they haven't played this live since 2015, so
no
chance of us hearing it. So.
Maybe he'll bust it out. You never know, right? But you know what? I want to show you then? This is my Mark. This was the first Ghost show I ever saw.
Oh, man.
2013 at the Trocadero. Look at this set list. Now that you know these Infinitesimum and this album. Yeah.
That would just be incredible, man. Look at those last 4 tracks. Look at those last 6 tracks. Oh my dear God.
Yeah.
Stand by Him, Death Knell, Satan, Prayer, Genesis, all in a row.
Yeah, Year Zero and then Ritual. Yeah, they had a
dear
Ritual.
Lord, man, that would be awesome.
Oh, look at the last 2.
Hey, world premiere.
I saw the first time they ever saw that play that live. Yeah.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, I was there, dude. I already loved this band since a year before when I started listening to them on the albums. But the first time I saw them live, I was instantly hooked. I was like, because this is the set list I saw. And I was like, this band is incredible live. The music is awesome, and I was like, all right, this is like one of my new favorite bands. You know, I got totally hooked, and this was my first show. I mean, I was blown away. So the Trocadero was a tiny place, man. Probably like 500 people there.
Not even there anymore. Rest in peace.
No. So yeah. So my review of this song is it's incredible, amazing. You know, Ghost has some of my favorite instrumentals. I mean, because I love instrumental music, you know, I do.
Me
Same
too.
as you, right?
Me
I love
too.
prog
Me
music. You know, Dream Theater, my favorite band. You know, Dream Theater and Ghost, for those who don't know, are probably like my two favorite bands. I'm not shy about that. They're the bands I've listened to the most probably over the last decade, or even more of that for Dream Theater, right? But the point is though, Genesis is an incredible instrumental, and Miasma is one of my favorite Ghost songs, and that's an instrumental, Prequel. And Helvefunster is another favorite of mine. That's an instrumental. So whenever they don't do them a lot, but whenever they create an instrumental, or mainly Tobias, I guess, the main writer of this stuff, whenever he decides to do an instrumental, you know it's gonna be a banger. So there's only a few of them, but yeah, they're all great. And this is the first one, so yeah. So that's the album, Mark. Did you happen to hear any? I was curious. Did you happen to hear any of Here Comes the Sun?
I've heard it before. I didn't
Okay.
listen to it on this listen though.
Yeah. So it's not part of the album technically, but yeah. So definitely check that out, guys. I mean, I'll play the first 10 seconds of it, but you hear what it sounds like. It's minor. It's sad sound.
Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright.
There you go. Boom. the background harmonies too, man. This part.
Little darling, the smile's returning to the faces.
And what's funny is this song has a totally different meaning in the context of this album. Because it's talking about the son of the devil, like the Antichrist, you know. So here comes the sun, and it's like about, like, you know, you're gonna feel better once it comes. So this song's talking about, it becomes basically a ghost song if you think about it that way. So yeah, I think this is this album overall, Mark. What do you? It sounds like you like it. Sounds like you like it. So,
yeah, I mean,
okay.
I may be biased because it's the first Ghost album I heard, but
Yeah.
I love it. I know I'd rather hear where this ranks for you on your favorite albums.
You're gonna have to wait till the album rank episode, Mark.
No, you have to tell me right now. I can't wait. Well, I know.
I gotta say,
I think I know your 1 and 2. I think that's solidified, but
all
after
right.
that, I'd like to see where it goes from there.
All right. Yeah, we'll do it on the episode. So what Mark and I are going to do is, I think, Mark, the only thing you haven't listened to yet is the EP that Jesus He Knows Me is on. We haven't done an episode on that.
Right, yeah.
That's the only one.
Phantomime, right?
Yeah. So whenever we do that episode in the future, after that, let's just do a ranking, and we'll include the EPs in there. Why not? We'll just do them all. It's going to be hard to rank the EPs against the albums, but I don't know. We'll do our best. But yeah, and I'm curious, once you go to the show, we'll come back. Maybe we'll do that last episode after that, and then we'll do the album ranking in February. And that'll pretty much sum up all of our Ghosts, as far as album reviews and stuff there is, and reaction videos. So yeah, but I'm curious when you see them live if your opinion changes on any of the songs. And that's kind of cheating because we should really only rank albums by what's on the album. But sometimes when you see a song live, it kind of gives you a new perspective on it too. So I don't know. I just figured we'll see. But anyway, if you're still watching this, thank you. We do appreciate it. You must be a really cool person, and we are looking for really cool people like you to join our free community, our free Discord. We have some channels in that Discord. We have one specifically for ghosts, but we have all kinds of music, genres, decades. Our community's in there sharing music, talking about music. So if you like the idea of a big kind of music club for music nerds like us and maybe you, join that. We'd love to have you there. It's 100% free always. All right. Please leave a comment as well. Like, comment, as you know, all the YouTube stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, share as much as you can. It helps the channel. If you do like this episode, we'd appreciate it. And yeah, Mark, well, thanks again for doing this one. And until next
Always
time.
a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Peace, y'all.
See you later.